Siamo sul canale del socio Moga, che a quanto pare ha fatto quello che il livello 50 andrà a spiegarci che cosa va a succedere quando raggiungiamo il livello 50 su NTE. Ovviamente, prima di iniziare, come sempre, vi ricordo un bel like al video e iscrivetevi nel caso non l'avete ancora fatto e se volete supportarmi, anche un commentino a caso, un emoji per l'algoritmo. E ovviamente, se volete, supportate anche il creator originale. Ma direi di partire subito.
Hi Moglets, welcome back to NTE. Today we'll be hitting level 50 and seeing what happens. I know what you're thinking, Mogi, you're actually very far away from level 50.
21.300 XP per il livello 50, boia. Cioè noi comuni immortali quando ci arriveremo? Tra un mese forse?
13,000 XP points when we get about 3,000 per day. Aha!
3.000 al giorno. Penso che il livello medio dei free to play sia 47? 48?
But you forgot I am very stupid. I did the math, and if we spend most of our denoise solutions
A 45 della resina per recuperare comunque character pixel, ok?
we can make it to 50 today. Sure, we could just wait like another 3 days, but I kind of wanted to do it today because, you know, we're decently close and the weekly bosses will reset tomorrow. I doubt the reward increase is going to be worth it, but I also just want to hit level 50, and you'll see why a bit later. Thankfully, we haven't done our dailies or anything, so...
No, sì, ok, il 42, eccetera. Io presumo quelli che giocano Day One, quelli che hanno fatto tutto quanto, tipo 100% esplorazione, eccetera, che non si sono mai persi nulla. Quello intendo io.
There's a chunk of XP at least. I have been mostly spamming these materials, to be honest, because firstly, we already have access to the highest difficulty. Our character pixels will go just as far at level 50 as they do at 49. That alone isn't reason enough to, like, only spam these materials, however...
È praticamente il ragionamento che sto facendo anch'io. Sto portando tutti i personaggi a livello 70 maxati tra livello, arc, talenti, per poi focussarmi un pochino sui moduli. Chiaramente sono abbastanza indietro ancora, però, raga, baby steps, si va avanti. E poi, quando avrò finito tutti quanti i personaggi, si andrà a farmare moduli. Questo, secondo me, è il metodo migliore per avere un buon progress nel gioco.
However, if past gacha experience is anything to go on, we will need just a ton of these materials anyway in the long run. So it doesn't really matter if I get them now or later. Since we will have to spend a ton of character pixels, we probably will, you know, vary what we're doing just...
Anche perché, come ha detto lui, mi pare, forse me lo sono perso, a livello 50 sblocchi un nuovo livello nei moduli e quindi potrai prendere più roba ancora. Invece per quanto riguardano le cose tipo Beetle Coin, Character XP level e Arc XP level sono già al massimo al 45, quindi c'è più ritorno a farmare ora tutte le cose dell'XP personaggio e dopo i moduli.
To get a fresh idea of the drops we can compare to. That should be enough character pixels spent for the daily quests anyway. Yes, indeed. So we can go ahead and pick that up. That's 1,500 XP. And yeah, we're only about 10,000 away now. I mean, to be honest, up until this point, I've not really known what to spend my character pixels on anyway, because they give out like a ton of the resource materials early on.
Ah, lui ha già anche prefarmato tutte le cose per il livello 80. Madonna. Mamma mia, è un mostro.
So it's like, I've just been
Oddio, quasi 0 su 9, però le robe con i pixel le
farming for the next ascension anyway. I mean, sure, let's farm some ability materials here from Houdini's schemes. I do believe at difficulty 5 there was like some sort of RNG. Difficulty 6 seems very consistent though. I've played several runs, but we're gonna farm some more now just to make sure. So we're gonna be doing double claims for the most part. Yeah, 246. I'm quite sure that is the
Questo è con 80 pixel,
same drop every single time now. It's weird that there's sometimes RNG on some difficulties and sometimes not. 246. Next claim, 246. And we're out of our natural character pixels. We could use all 45 at once. We're not...
Davvero? Non ci avevo mai fatto caso. Si possono utilizzare 45 character pixel bottiglie, cioè battles in un go. Scusa, quanta roba è? Fatemi prendere la calcolatrice un attimo. Scusami, 45 per 60. Sono 2700 pixel. Madonna, che voglia di avere per farmarli tutti in un giorno.
Gonna do that. All right, we'll do one more run just to make sure. I also do want to check out Rabbit Hole again. Unfortunately, a pretty big coincidence that we got 2 4 drops in a row. I just thought it was no RNG guaranteed. That's not the case. You can still get a single drop or I guess 2 drop in a double claim. Again,
Ok.
2, 4, 6.
Quindi sono ancora con delle RNG, non sono fissati purtroppo.
Yes, that's just default now. I think we've done enough runs to confirm that, including runs I've done before today. Sure, let's do a few runs in Rabbit Hole as well. I cannot imagine it gets that much better at the next difficulty because it's already kind of insane. I have, of course, already done several more runs since the level 45 video.
Ora ti fa vedere quanti di questi moduli di cartridge in realtà ci dà al livello 40 fino al 49, insomma, e poi ti farà vedere il 50.
Might just be generally lucky with this, but it does seem better than a 50% chance to get a 2 on a single drop instead of a 1. Like 4 drops for a double claim seems incredibly common. We'll go ahead and claim double here, and we'll see. Again, it's a 4 drop, but it is still possible to get 3 or even 2. I don't think I've ever seen 2.
Quindi di base dal 45 al 49 sono o tra i 2 e i 4 drop di cartridge a ogni 2 run, quindi 80 pixel. Mentre tecnicamente dal 50 in poi dovrebbero essere garantiti
In a double claim though,
maybe,
but I digress. We'll do the more formal reward comparison, you know, when it's time. At the moment, I'm just trying to grind the XP to get to 50. Yeah, to be honest, like I would feel a little bad spamming pretty much anything besides the basic materials if the rewards do get a lot better at any of the places. Again, since I do feel like we're going to need a lot of this anyway in the long run, I'm probably just going to stick here until we're level 50.
Madonna, che bello vedere la barra andare così veloce.
Well, we're down to 15 vials, but I don't think it will require too much more. Like a couple more runs here should do it. 20,900. I think one more double claim actually does it if my math isn't too bad here. We have 800 Elite Hunter guys.
826 di sti cosi, madonna, quanto ha farmato.
I probably went overkill. Let's get some Arc XP now, I guess.
Ma va overkill? Ma non me lo dire.
The one good thing is that this is a very fast stage. So, you know, didn't take too long to grind the XP. This should do it, actually. Yes, indeed. Level 50. This is the last level milestone where we actually get one of these special breakthrough quests. So, that's cool. We're going to do that. And it's right here where we've been going anyway. So let's just enter and kill the enemies. I'm currently in my exploration team, so I think it'll be fine, though. Historically, these
Exploration team, Nannali, Lacrimosa, Aniel e Cheese. Ok.
Been, you know, pretty easy. You have an extra wave of enemies here, so, you know, slightly more scary, but I assume, yeah, this is the last one.
Questo dovrebbe essere difficile, by the way.
Than the XP dungeon, to be honest. And we got 3 standard pulls there. We are now officially appraisal level 6. But okay, rewards comparison. There's nothing to check out here because we had the max difficulty already. I think we are going...
Esatto, come diceva prima, a livello 50 non è cambiato assolutamente nulla per quanto riguarda cose character level, arc level e battle coins, perché appunto siamo già maxati.
I'm going to break up the order a little bit because I really just want to know how much XP the characters need, and this is kind of the main reason I wanted to get to 50 because we should be able to max our characters now, I believe.
Io ho paura di sapere quanti libri ci vogliano dal 70 all'80. Ho veramente paura. E anche quanti Beetle coin.
They have 1 star left to go. We'll start with Lacrimosa just because she's the newest character. We should be able to material conversion those, hopefully.
Okay.
There we go. So yeah, we do need 36 world boss materials. Kind of insane. 150.
36 boss, sono tipo 7-8 a run, se non vado errato. 150.000 Beetle coin solo per bloccare il livello, per ascendere.
Beetle coins. We're just going to go ahead and ascend her. Kaboom. Get some base stat increases there. And what is the XP required? I hope I didn't overkill too much. Let's just do quick add.
Allora, secondo... Vabbè. Il mio guess era 100 di quelli viola. E vedendo che ne mancano... cioè, ne ha per 321 verdi e 293 blu, forse è un po' overkillato. Però maybe sui centinaio ci potrebbe stare. 90, 100.
I mean, it is a lot of XP. 2.6 million.
2.6 milioni di exp da 70 all'80, madonna.
But we only need 42 out of our 826 purples. We are using all the other lower rarities, so it'd be easier to contextualize when we just go ahead and level her up now and look at a different character. Nice little trophy there. But there's our very first max character. Pretty cool. I do also want to max Nannali, so we're going to do that. And again, this should be easier to see now. How many beetle coins also? So it's 150k for the Ascension. And now let's do quick add.
130. 130 sono tipo... ne droppi con 80, 20 se non sbaglio. 80 pixel sono 20 di questi libricini qua. Quindi sono tipo 6 run e mezzo, se non vado errato, per fare un PG dal 70 all'80. Fatevi un po' il calcolo, sono tipo 2 giorni di farm solo exp.
Oh yeah, okay, we need 130 purple books and
Oi, oi, oi.
650k beetle coin.
Quanto? 652.653 Beetle Coin. No, questo è incredibile. So 3 run, So 3 run di Beetle Coin da per 80, una roba del genere. Che paura.
Point. Ouch. Maybe I should have farmed some of those, but we can just get pretty much an infinite amount from the Hunter Exchange, so... Yeah, I'd say Nanoli and Lacrimosa are sort of my 2 main DPSs right now, so... I'm just gonna focus on them for the time being. So if...
Sì, penso che la cosa migliore sia portare su il main DPS del team, Aniel, prima di tutto, e poi il resto. A scalare.
If I actually wanted to max 2 full teams, we didn't actually go overkill on the XP farming. It is insane how much we need. We're gonna go ahead and max their signature arcs as well. Oh, I did not prepare this in advance. I thought I did. Okay, we need a Harmony. I did want to check out the buff rewards from this content, so sure. We'll just farm them. And yes, we have unlocked the final difficulty now. It was a guaranteed 246 drop at difficulty 6. Let's see what difficulty 7 gives us for the purposes of testing.
Questo è l'ultimo stage del farming delle armi.
Probably will need to use pretty much the rest of our, you know, vials there, but it's fine. These stages do take quite a bit longer, actually. Let's do a double claim. We got a 264. Ooh. That is so much tinier of an upgrade than I thought it would be. We went from 246 to 264, so we got 2 extra blues in exchange for 2 less greens, so a net gain of about 4 greens. If this is guaranteed, we're gonna do 1 more double claim, because on some difficulties there is RNG.
Raga.
All right, another double claim here. Yeah, we're just gonna drop like 4 of these. We have 12 left. Should be enough for today at least. And then we'll start saving up again. Claim double. What do we got? What do we got? 264. Sure. We'll do 1 more double claim just to make sure. And if there is still RNG, then it's not my fault, because like 2 runs wasn't enough for Rabbit Hole to confirm anything there. So maybe not here either. Could just be coincidence. But we still do have quite a bit of content to check out, so this will be the last claim here. And for the 3rd time in a row, 264. So I think that's just guaranteed now, plus 4 greens, not anything to write home about. That's all to say, on your way to level 50, from 45 to 50, you feel free to spin your character pixels here as well, because it is a very small buff, all things considered. Sensibility upgrade and Arc Ascension materials have been pretty consistently the same. I would like to just assume it's the same case, but we are going to do 1 double claim here as well, just to make absolutely sure it's also 264. All right, here we go. Claim double.
Questo è per in realtà le skill dei talenti dei personaggi.
264 indeed. Okay, rabbit hole time. What have they done to it now? I also have to be very careful because I need to do my weekly bosses today. That was like half of the entire point of rushing to 50. Yeah, dude, we only have 8 of these left. I mean, we could spin the 120 Annulith if we get desperate, but I don't really want to. So we'll drop 3 more of those. Oh, wow, there's a lot of enemies. Zoom, zoom here.
Sta roba con Lacrimosa è insane, ammazzi tutti in un colpo solo.
Instead of doing double claims, I think we're going to do single claims, actually, because of the fact they're, like, it can be 1 to 2.
Ah dai, ma non sono l'unico allora che schiva le cose variabili, molto bene.
Maybe not anymore. I want to see if it's like just guaranteed double now, and I think that'd be easier to see if we just do more single claims, if you know what I mean. So we'll do single claims here. We do indeed get 2. We also get 280 gold Carota. I should have several screenshots, so we're going to check that real quick. Well, here are some Butler runs just to see the gold Carota. We got 200 for a single claim. So, you know, it's an okay gold Carota buff there. Not massive, but definitely something. We also got less silver.
Allora, quindi abbiamo più value per il gold carrot per i moduli, e invece le cartridge tecnicamente sono 2 maxate, cioè 2 fixed piuttosto che 2 con probabilità di farne uno sola.
For Carota, which makes sense because at this point we only really want gold stuff anyway. I mean, I have to imagine at the very least a double drop is guaranteed now because they were so common on the last difficulty anyway. Another single claim here.
Allora, se non vado errato, ho visto un tizio al 50 nel server CN fare il 50 e dropparne 6. Ora, prendetela con le pinze, non lo so ancora. Vediamo se magari lui riesce a sdoganare sta cosa.
A triple drop.
Esatto. Triple drop, quindi possibile dropparne 6. Presumo che sarà una roba tipo 40% di trovarne 3 piuttosto che 2, però posso dire trovarne 6 in una run potrebbe essere veramente godurioso.
Triple drop on a single claim. Okay, damn. So that means it's possible to get up to 6 in one run now. They actually made it better. You know, is it 2 to 3? As common as it was 1 to 2 last difficulty? It would be hard to imagine. So we're gonna do two more single claims here. All right, next single claim. Here we go. Kaboom, it's a double drop, and we'll do one more. Again, we can't spam this too much because we still have at least world bosses and weekly bosses to check out if there's nothing I'm forgetting. All right, last single claim here. We will see. It is a double drop. I would assume triple drops are rare, but I would also assume double drops are guaranteed. I don't have...
Sì, presumo quindi che sono 2 garantiti e 3... magari il 20%? Possibile?
Enough runs to definitively conclude anything, obviously, but the fact we can even get a triple drop from a single claim is crazy. All right, before we check out the bosses, let's see if we can upgrade the arc now.
Raga, per gli arc io mi faccio veramente il segno della croce. So 120.000 Beetle Coins solo per l'ascensione.
I guess we were farming for Nanolies, actually. We only have 6 of the purples. We should be able to easily convert them because we got a lot of the blues and greens as well. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and do that. See what the arc requires as well. 120k for the initial ascension there.
120k
like
più
3% more crit rate, and I think we might have
120k più 446.000, 56 blu, ma abbiamo, cioè 56 viola, ma 307 sia blu sia 322 verdi. Sarà un centinaio, 120 anche qui, presumo.
Underfarmed the arc material. Like, we only need 56 purples, but all of the greens and blues as well. Yeah, it's 1.5 million arc XP. We need less arc XP, but we also get less arc XP from farming. Again, just to make it easier to see, we will go ahead and see if we can max Lacrimosas as well. Insufficient quantity, so we actually do need to farm this. Well, then we'll probably have to do that tomorrow or something. We'll see if we have anyone else's. No, we have insufficient quantity for all of our level 70s, so we can't see that. I guess I could just do the math on how many purples that would actually be, just to get some...
150 viola, ha fatto lui il calcolo. Mamma mia! Penso che molta gente non maxerà almeno per un bel po' i personaggi, ve lo dico, A meno che non facciano uscire qualche evento bellissimo che dia un sacco di roba. È 1 milione per PG Cotto. No, in realtà PC è un po' di più. Perché ok, sono 650.000 e 446k, ma devi contare anche l'ascensione. E sono 150 e 200, se non sbaglio. Quindi è tipo 1 milione e 3 a PG. Senza contare l'Esper ability. E lì ho paura di che gold sync sia.
More context. I'll probably have that up on screen here. Anyway, let's get in an actual team here. I guess this is
Padia, Sakiri, Ani e Lacrimosa. Ok, mi piace un botto sto team.
kind of the one I've been going with for Lacrimosa. I'm not sure it's that good, to be honest. At least for the sake of checking out the boss materials, it's fine. I do have a lot of screenshots from level 45.
Allora, era Setter dal Serenetti. Perché sempre Serenetti? Praticamente Serenetti è quello bullizzato di quando vuoi fare uno showcase, roba simile. Boom, Serenetti, sempre lui. Poverino, un po' mi dispiace, il più povero fiore. Io sono al 48, non voglio più salire, madonna santa, che paura. Comunque devono trovare il modo per farti shoppare. No, beh, allora questo... Ora noi stiamo ragionando così perché siamo a inizio game. È normale, ragazzi. Ma è perché noi siamo a inizio game e abbiamo da portare su 8 personaggi insieme. Anche in altri gacha, portare 8 personaggi insieme, maxati... è un sync incredibile che ti bricca l'account perché non puoi più fare altro. È normale. Non è che ora NTE è brutto o cattivo. No. È sempre stato così. Ma a inizio game ancora di più. Ok? Poi, quando avremo fatto il nostro primo team all'80, avremo magari da portare su un personaggio o 2 personaggi all'80 a patch e sarà molto più fattibile, anche con eventi che metterà NTE o roba simile, tranquillamente, ragazzi, non fasciatevi la testa, tranquilli.
50 of world boss drops. It is between 7 and 8 though. 17, 27, 18, 37, 28, 38, 47. Apparently I forgot.
Allora, quindi da 7 a 8, dove il massimo è 8 e il minimo è 7.
To screenshot most of them because that was actually it. But as you can see, it is basically 50-50, 7 or 8. I would assume now it's at least guaranteed 8. He is
Io spero siano almeno 10, sinceramente. Non lo saranno mai, magari 9.
also taking absolutely no damage. I guess
La chiamo ora. 9 garantiti, 10 magari.
like Lacrimosa isn't out on field yet, but let's see here. Oh no, this guy's gonna be kind of hard. I'm also just realizing I've like basically never fought this boss. It must be only Haniel that needs his materials. At least of who I'm using. Well, he is broken for a little bit here. Hopefully we can do some decent damage. Oh man, I am not looking forward to how hard the weekly bosses are going to be if the world boss is any indication. It is so much tankier. And that is also after maxing lack.
No, sto coso è un tumulto di base, quindi ci sta che sia un tumulto anche al livello 50.
Hermosa as well, which usually for these videos I wait until the end to do. Yeah, that took an absolute eternity. I don't know if it tells you how long the battle went on, unless it's the weekly boss, but I'll probably time it and have it here just for
4 minuti e 20 di fight ha fatto comunque. Jesus.
some context. Pre-level 50, most world bosses took me like under a minute. Anyway, we do get an
8 garantiti, sarà 9 forse?
8 drop there. I don't know if I want to do a ton more of these, partially because I still need to do my 3 weekly bosses. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say it is
Tranquillo, fratello, siamo tutti con te, nessuno vorrebbe farsi 4 minuti di uccello.
guaranteed.
Di boss. Di boss uccello, ok? Mettiamo i puntini su lì. 4 minuti di uccello alle volte, in altri contesti possono essere anche pochi. Ma un altro discorso. Allora,
From the weekly boss screenshots I took, it does
vabbè, weekly boss
seem to
sono tutti quanti 3. Questo ce lo sappiamo, quindi mi aspetto un 5.
be just straight up guaranteed 3 at 45 to 50. I also thought it was guaranteed 3 at level 40 to 45, but I just didn't have enough data. I was watching Bones play and I'm pretty sure I saw her get a 2 drop. So I would at the very least expect a chance at 4, if not guaranteed 4, because yeah, at this point we can get our characters to talent 10
Anche 5,
and we
ti
need
prego,
a lot of
anche
those weekly boss
5.
materials.
Sarà mai
But yes,
5.
difficulty 6. This is like one of the only content where there is another difficulty later at level 55. Let's see what difficulty.
Allora saranno 4 adesso e al 55 che si sblocca un'altra difficoltà in più saranno 5, palese.
Difficulty 6 has to offer us 5 vials left. I mean, we will need 3 of them, of course, for the 3 weekly boss claims, but let's go ahead and enter. I should use my Nanally team, to be honest. I'm just way more comfortable. And
Madonna, Nanally all'80, Gino 70, il 0, cioè il Traveler, il coso al 40, al 40, poverino.
Decent with them, but I am still trying to check out Lacrimosa, the new character, so we will attempt. I do not like this lady that keeps moving across the entire map constantly. Okay, I can't go up the stairs. Why are you
Ma non mi è andato mai lì nello stage a me, ma...
over there then? The weekly boss for some reason wasn't so bad. 2.5 minutes, you know. I'm wondering if that
Vabbè, lui al 45, non so voi, ma io in 40 secondi lo stompo.
world boss was just unnaturally tanky for some reason. Like, I noticed the big whale is very fragile. I think because he's moving around all over the place, but...
Sì, beh, la balena c'ha tipo 5 HP in croce e mezza combo alla shotti.
Some bosses are just a lot more tanky than others. Anyway, let's go ahead and claim this. See, it's also a 3. We do need a lot of these materials.
No, raga, state vedendo. È 3. E 3 anche a livello 50. Ti prego, dimmi che è lui sfortunato, ma ne fa un altro, ne trova 4.
So we're probably just gonna do all 3 runs here. Shouldn't matter which weekly boss in terms of the rewards we get anyway. Yeah, I could do it a bit faster that time. 2 minutes, 6 seconds. Another 3 drop.
Ancora 3. Ragazzo, 3 fino al 50, al 55 su 4. Hear me out.
There has to be at least a chance for a 4, right? Or else the rewards barely changed at all.
Dovrebbe esserci la possibilità per i
If
4.
at all. Maybe we got a few more beetle coins. Okay. Last run here. Last chance to see anything different than a 3.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't say. We can only do 3 runs per week. I have to imagine there's at least a chance for a 4, but maybe not a big one. Or we got unlucky. Anything can be. But all right. What else we got? We got Hunter Reward. 4 dice.
Altri 4 di queste, goloso.
Oh, haha, yes. Delicious.
Quanti di voi in chat sono diventati credenti vedendo sta cosa? Quanti di voi stanno pregando Dio? Tipo Nitro, Dio se esisti ti prego aiutami, sto adorando.
For 4 of my denoise solutions back, gotta start, you know, saving those up again. I guess since we did spend so many pixels, we should be able to upgrade the butler, and that's max level. 10 quick completes per week. I mean, consider...
Il butler, io non so voi, ma non lo sto usando perché mi piace fare i fight per il momento. Però 10 completion gratis così pam alla settimana non è male.
How fast most of the content he can quick complete is already, it's not that useful. I really wish he could quick complete world bosses. I do want to check out the abilities as well and the costs and everything.
Allora, per il livello 9 sono 100.000 Bitcoin, 5 di quei cosini viola, o 5 di quelli farmabili, e 2 di quelli oro, dei World Boss.
Let's see if we can just upgrade
Pensavo peggio.
this. So from 8 to 9 cost 100k. Insufficient items. Wait,
Meglio
what?
oggetti.
We can't convert these anymore? Man, that's going to be annoying. All right, I'll be right back.
Anomaly drop, esatto.
All right, so after farming some bears, we have enough. We can go ahead and do that now. Convert those materials. 100k for this level. What do we need for level 10? Probably not going to actually get level 10. 4 of the weekly boss materials. Dude, no special specific material like there is with the crown in Genshin and the crown in Arknight's Infield.
Ah sì, è vero. Non serve tipo l'oggetto specifico, tipo le corone su Genshin o robe strane. È vero. Oh, buono, buono. Questo è buono. Almeno quello.
But still, 4 weekly boss materials is kind of crazy. I am pretty sure it also goes up the same percentage as from 1 to...
Più che altro, se ci pensate, sono 4 skill APG che volete magari portare al 10. Ora, non tutti i personaggi utilizzano 4 skill, c'è da portare su, anzi quasi nessuno in realtà. Però fatevi un po' il conto, sarebbero 4 per 4, quindi 16 materiali del boss, e in una settimana ne potete fare 9. Quindi sono praticamente 2 settimane per portare un PG tutto 9 al tutto 10. È davvero tanto.
2, you know, that's just how it goes, but I could be wrong. I didn't pay attention to that until now, but I'll probably have some clarifying text on screen when I go back and look at the footage. But okay, that's pretty much what happens when you hit level 50. Biggest thing for me was being able to max our characters, at least in the current state of the game. Maybe level 90 will be unlocked at one point. I will give Beyond the Rails my first real attempt. There are 3 days left.
Ah, non l'ha ancora fatto?
In the last refresh, we could get up to like stage 7, I think. So it would be cool if we could actually clear it now, but most of my characters are not maxed yet. Besides that, the only content that got a like noticeable bump in quality was Rabbit Hole once again, where we can get up to 3 golden cartridges in a single claim, though that only happened 1 out of 4 runs, so it could be rare. But yeah, feel free to leave your own thoughts in the comments down below, leaving a like.
Allora, ragazzi, ho una paura bestiale. Io mi stavo preparando con così tanto amore, maxando tutti i PG al 70, tutte le abilità maxate, dicendo vabbè, mi porterò avanti, poi l'80 lo faremo al 50 tranquillamente. Regà, che paura. Opinioni? Fatemi sapere, ovviamente, qui sotto con un commentino. Ragazzuoli, per questo video è tutto, sono un pochino esterrefatto dalla cosa. Vi ricordo un bel like al video e iscrivetevi nel caso non l'abbiate ancora fatto. Stream ogni giorno su Twitch, il link in descrizione. Noi ci ribecchiamo in un prossimo video. Coto, out.